So this is the ShiftCam ProGrip for iPhone, for which the main reason I have it is because I really like to photograph stormy weather on the coast using my iPhone. But no matter how firm a grip I had on it, I've always felt like something could happen. So first things first, this video is not sponsored by ShiftCam. I paid for this ShiftCam ProGrip myself, and ShiftCam are not paying me in any way to make this video. So I got this because, like I said, I really enjoy taking photographs in stormy weather, and I never felt 100% confident holding the phone near the water. So having a grip like this that clamps down really well on your phone with 3 points of contact with the spring-loaded jaws and these brackets is very comforting. But it's also mag-safe, so there's a magnet keeping hold of it too. Holding it is really comfortable. You have this traditional camera-style grip which feels great in your hand, the kind of grip that we're so used to with our traditional cameras. And there's also this hand strap that you slide your fingers through to hold your hand firmly in place, holding the grip and the phone. It feels completely secure in your hand, so that alone gives you a lot of confidence that nothing untoward is going to happen when out taking photographs. Holding it with this kind of grip feels very natural. But in addition to that, there's a traditional shutter button built into the handle, again, just like we're used to having on a regular camera, and that we can trigger by pressing it with our index finger. The shutter button is Bluetooth and incredibly easy to connect and set up with your phone, and so far I'm not seeing any noticeable delay when pressing it and the phone's camera taking a picture. Now, another reason I like having that Bluetooth shutter button is because when I am taking photographs in stormy weather where there can be rain, drizzle or sea spray in the air, if that goes on the screen, tapping it to take a photograph doesn't work every time. You can, I know, use the volume button to take a photograph, but not every app allows you to do that. You can also rotate the camera from horizontal to portrait orientation by rotating the grip that is holding the phone. This feels solid, very well designed and built when you rotate it, and when doing so it still maintains those 3 points of contact plus the magnetic hold on your phone, so you feel equally confident when taking horizontal and portrait orientated photos. There's also a thread in the handle so that you can screw in a plate and use the ShiftCam ProGrip on a tripod, which is especially useful for long exposure photographs. And again, when on the tripod, you can rotate the phone to be horizontal or portrait orientation. The ShiftCam ProGrip also has a built-in rechargeable battery, so it can act like a charging bank for your phone, which ultimately means you can take photographs for longer by keeping your phone's battery topped up. You turn that on by pressing this button, and to turn it off, you press it twice in quick succession. This battery I think will charge my iPhone 15 Pro Max around 1.5 times from flat. And you can also use the grip as a phone stand. So when it comes to negatives, I guess the first thing you could say is that having this means that you've got extra kit to carry, and well, yes it does, but it's minimal kit and it's very light. This is something I take out when I'm intentionally going out to take photographs. It's not essential kit because you can still take photographs obviously without it, but I pretty much always have a charging bank with me when I go out, so instead of having that with me, I take this, so I kind of get 2 for 1 if you know what I mean. The other thing to mention is filters. Now I have a Polar Pro case for when I want to use filters, like for example a circular polarizer, as I did when photographing my car, but my phone with the Polar Pro case and a 67mm filter attached won't fit fully in the ShiftCam ProGrip. Well, it kind of will, but it won't have the 3 points of contact. So instead, I would need to use my other grip. Not a deal breaker, because the reason I brought this was primarily for handheld shooting. One thing to say as well is that when I mentioned about having this ShiftCam ProGrip across social media, I was contacted by somebody who said that they were using it and they noticed there was a delay between when you press the Bluetooth shutter button to when the actual phone takes a picture. But let's have a quick look while I'm here. Got my iPhone here in a Polar Pro case. I'll take off the back cover so that we can reveal the lenses, and I'll put it into the shift cam. Just squeeze it into the jaws just there. So then now I have those jaws clamping down and the 3 points of contact. Now to wake the shift cam up, I'm just going to press the shutter button just once. That then reveals that or rather turns on the Bluetooth. I don't know if you can see that just there. That then connects really quickly. So I'll just go to the regular iPhone camera app, which you can see just here. I think probably the best way that I can kind of show this is if I press the shutter button and when I press it, I say press, you'll then be able to see it when the picture's taken. So here we go. I'll do this a few times. So we go press, press, press. Now, from what I was seeing there wasn't any significant delay. However, that's with using the ShiftCam ProGrip with the Bluetooth trigger. If I just take it out, the phone out of there now, and this time again, I'll turn it around, and with this iPhone camera app, I can use the volume up and down buttons to actually trigger the shutter as well. So let's have a look here. If I just do that there underneath just here, do the same thing. So I go press, press, press. Now, to my eyes, it seems to be pretty much bang on the same between manually doing it directly on the phone and using that Bluetooth trigger. So at the moment, I'm not noticing any delay at all, really, when it comes to using the Bluetooth trigger. And the last thing I can think of at the moment is price. Now, this isn't cheap. I paid around about £129 direct from ShiftCam, and that was with a discount code that they had on their website at the time. But generally, you'd probably pay around about the £140, £150 mark. Now, obviously mine arrived in the post, but I have to say that the communication and tracking from ShiftCam, once I'd placed my order, was awful. I couldn't cancel my order because I'd made use of a discount code, but for a little while I wasn't sure what was going on as my order wasn't showing up, and it took quite a bit of time to get a response having sent messages. Delivery was estimated to be between 7 to 14 days, and thankfully, yes, it did turn up without any update to the tracking, but it did take the full 14 days. But I've had this for a few weeks now, and so far I am really happy with it. It's doing what it should do, and for the reason I brought it. Now, if you want to take a closer look, I've got a link over on the gear page on my website, and the link for that I've put in the description. But if anything changes to what I've said in this video, say the Bluetooth stops working or whatever, I'll let you know. But certainly at the moment, I'm happy. Oh, and the case it comes with is really well made too. Right, that's all for this video, so I'll catch you in the next one.